Those are parotid glands.
Dude, literally like Elden Ring enemy. Literally kill it.
To adapt to the presence of the fucking Caled toad. Now,
I made that joke. Great minds. Great minds. Pre-watched, pre-seen, previewed, pre-reacted, pre-nutted. Okay, I want to see this chat right here, this chat here in the corner. I want to see it scroll by so fast I get dizzy watching it, okay? I want to see everybody saying, oh my god, poggers, I'm goon. Hello, boys. Today we're gonna watch a video about Australia by an Australian man. There isn't much else I know about this guy except the fact that he's Australian, which is also the fact that I know about all other Australians. Like, there is never anything else that I know about Australians, because that is like their major personality, like order, you know, the major personality thing is that they're Australian. I guess it's the same with me and Italy, in fairness, so it is what it is. Maybe I'll re-record that. Hello, boys! That's the wrong sound effect. Hello, boys! Today we're gonna watch a video about an Australian. Today we're gonna watch a video about Australia by an Australian. That only took 10 takes. Let's fucking do this, boys.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Wait, I got a meme for this. Sorry. I won't do this for the whole video, okay? I got a meme for this.
Planet.
Game!
What if I told...
Was it not working? I don't know why it was delayed. Damn it.
But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day.
Space Marine.
What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad. But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your
That toad is Australian sized.
question, we're gonna
Everything is bigger in Australian if it's an animal.
have to go way back. The year is 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do, with the British. You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it? But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866.
Sure.
But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum. These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves.
Okay.
So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a fucking Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots.
Oh, shit.
And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it.
Yes.
Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. fuck. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years.
What?
They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work. Then, one day in the office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea.
Big fat frog.
Okay, we are...
I can't say that fast. That sounds like I'm saying the wrong thing.
Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please, give me anything. What about cane toads? What?
Gold. Yeah.
Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs. We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species.
Genius.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit.
Oh.
Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
I have the high ground.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Yeah.
This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase. The BSES did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads. Are you fuck? This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological fuck-ups, and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice,
lizard,
snails, baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of f***ing Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing.
Started f***ing
a lot.
Nice.
In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch. But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet.
Certainly.
Surely, the local wildlife has this under control. Wait, what? Yeah, cane toads, they're poisonous. So those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotoid glands. And they are packed to the brim with...
Dude, literally like Elden Ring enemy. Literally kill it. That's what happened. You introduced the scarlet rot to the country. Oh my god, that's crazy. But like, it's literally like Elden Ring enemy design. Wanna kill that creature that is mostly inoffensive, poison, madness, diabetes.
Buffotoxin. No, that's
Buffo.
These nuts joke. Got him! Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks
Hell yeah.
to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And 2, the other ingredient, bufogen,
Again.
just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Oh, well, that's not
It's
ideal.
important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good
They're
and
immune.
deal with this ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the gland.
In fairness, Florida is the closest thing to Miyazaki's poison swamps from Dark Souls games. So that makes sense.
But Australia is not their ecosystem. And despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Caled toad. Now,
I made a joke. I made it. Great minds. Great minds. Pre-watched. Pre-seen. Previewed. Pre-reacted. Pre-nutted.
now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger. And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES noticed this and,
Panicked.
did fucking nothing.
Oh.
Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs
Oh, no.
that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag,
Oh, no.
killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing.
Nice.
Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering, at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them, that happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Listen,
Stop.
we fucked up.
but, oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No, they left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field.
But
Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife.
Is this like a cycle of nature type of solution where you introduce an invasive species to deal with an existing invasive species, and then to deal with the new invasive species, you introduce a third invasive species, and so on the cycle goes?
And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads.
Yeah.
You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space. So they just use a f***ing golf club or a car. And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom,
Nice.
and racali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes
Right.
aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely
not.
f***ing awful for? The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit. They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935,
What?
based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers...
Is that a real name? Guy is arguing against the introduction of toads is named Walter W. Froggut. Hideo Kojima writing.
and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice
Said no.
and went, nah,
Nah.
you have got to be fucked. G'day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you so much for watching. This is the first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel, and I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it, so I hope you enjoyed. Also, a quick announcement if anyone missed it, we're partnered with Gamersubs now. The link in the code is in the description, so go grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this for literally changing my life. That will never not mean the world to me, so thank you. Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period, and I will see you all next time.
I'm not watching this in the summer, but still. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Nice. So good, man. Such a good video. Amazing. What is this? That's a snake. No, that's a lizard. Lizard.
I ate lunch with a wild lizard. You see, before I made the videos, I worked as a handyman, and one day a client asked me to do some brush cutting because their lawn was, putting it lightly, completely f***ed. So I'm taming a miniaturized version of the Amazon jungle, and I see something that nearly gives me a heart attack. A big lump of scales slithering through the brush about 2 steps ahead of me. Being Australian, I immediately assumed it was a snake, which is a problem, because the only 2 snakes in my home state are highly venomous and extremely aggressive.
And you
So
live in
I
Canada.
immediately stopped what I was doing.
Canada. In Australia.
I immediately stopped what I was doing, backed the f*** up, and got ready to call in the snake catcher to relocate the angry hospital noodle.
Help me.
However, while dialing the number, I noticed something. That was, kind of too fat to be a snake, and it hadn't tried to eat me yet. So, being the poster child for why women live longer than men, I waddled back over for a closer look, and I found this little guy.
Aw.
This is a blue-tongue lizard, and they're actually pretty cool. Native to Australia, these bad boys are basically a tubby skink, but as the name suggests, they have a bright blue neon tongue. Now, I couldn't just leave this distinguished gentleman in harm's way, so I yoinked him and began looking for a place to relocate him away from where I was working. However, during the relocation process, this cute little man proceeded to cuddle up to my shirt and fall asleep, and did not particularly appreciate me trying to move him from his resting place.
What
So,
the
considering it
fuck?
was the middle of the day, I just said, fuck it, called a lunch break, and proceeded to sit in the sun eating a chicken sandwich while Godzilla's little cousin took a nap on my shirt. He sat with me for my entire 30-minute lunch break without me holding him. However, unfortunately, I was only halfway through my workday, so after I wrapped up lunch, I had to say goodbye. I very delicately removed my new scaled friend from my shirt and released him back into the wild.
Alrighty, big fella.
Would you put in somewhere else?
There you go.
I guess you did.
See you, friend.
See you,
I
friend.
think this incident legally qualifies me as the first Australian Disney princess.
So cute. My goodness. Oh my goodness, so cute. That is my behavior as well. I'll be the lizard that slithers onto your chest and never leaves you. Didn't know I had virginity. I don't think I'd be able to do that without having that still. Would you believe me if I told you that I've not? You might, and ironically weigh more than me. What does that have to do with anything? Look at me right now. You are getting very sleepy. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel? You want to follow on Twitch? You want to follow on Twitter? You want to join the Discord?